Hello, my name is Shelley, and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 3 as Siam. In previous episode we managed to, I believe we managed to get one of our vessels down over here. We managed to vassalize Laos, and then I think we are slowly reducing relations with Chiang Mai, so we can annex that one. And then eventually we'll also annex Laos. I mean, how long do we have the truce with you? I presume it's only 5 years, so yeah, it's by the end of the decade we can do that. We got a diplomatic play against Pontianak going on right now. The French are siding with, or leaning towards them, as well as the Dutch East Indies, so we might have a bit of enemies in here. They don't have a war goal set yet, which is probably going to end up being war reparations. While I'm a little bit worried about this, I think we have a chance of taking over the stuff here. Yeah, it's war reparations. We'll see who they call in, if they call in anyone. I don't think they can take any war goals into here, because they don't have... Oh, okay, the British are siding with them. That brings a lot of enemies on their side, I guess. Actually, no, it's not. It's only Britain. It's not bringing all the friends that they have. Liberate Cambodia. That's probably not going to happen. Yeah, oh, hold on a minute. Oh, yeah, they're bringing troops here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and activate at least the stalwart to defend on that front line. And we've got some allied troops there going already. I mean, I suppose, technically speaking, what I could do is I could take the tree port in Malaya. That would reduce Singapore from them. They are still cocky, but that's fine. Losing quite a bit of money, though, that's not fine. We could increase the taxes further. I think that's what we're going to have to do, just to reduce the deficit spending in here. They got Britain helping them. Britain is already in another war, though, so I'm not entirely sure how much they'll be doing. I guess we'll activate the Third Army as well already. Just in case. I think we might be able to do a landing in Pontianak, but I don't know how much fleets the British have here. They no doubt have better ships already than we do. Now, we could of course put in more war goals against the British, but is there anything that we realistically speaking want from them right now? Or can take from them? I don't know if there is. I mean, there might be some stuff in the Oceania, maybe. But most of this area is pretty Raj, and I don't think we can get that. I mean, we could try liberating subjects, I suppose. Like, ooh, Sambas might not be a bad idea, actually. Also Rakatra. What else is there? Liberated countries? Johor? Oh, that... Oh. I think that would be competing with the war goal that we have there, so that's probably not going to be a smart idea. And then Congo states there's, well, there's Kanak, and Fiji, and Nauru. Maybe it's best for us to not take too much, ooh, they bring in a lot more troops here. You are defensive strategies and offensive plan. I'm just going to send you down there as well. They're bringing a lot of troops in there. How good are their troops? I mean, right now they don't have a lot of troops there. They got a lot of troops heading here. We don't know. Oh, they will have pretty high offense as well as defense. There's a chance that we can hold them in defensive battles, and then if we could do a landing in Pontianak. Have they brought in... Oh, the Pontianak has brought in their troops there. So if we manage to do a landing in there, in theory, then we can conquer that entire area quite quickly. And everyone's declaring neutrality. There's only the war operations that we'll lose if we have to... Well, we might have to liberate Cambodia, which is not great. But I think we'll manage. How many extra battalions do we have? 31 battalions in reserve. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Stalwart Defender General. I'm going to promote you. It's going to cost us a bit of bureaucracy, but that's fine. We'll have a lot more troops in that front then. Under a good general. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, they've not got the troops in here yet. We can just swarm them through. And also, the Navy do an invasion of that. Who is the general that is not busy yet? Kashmiri. Okay, I butchered that name, I do admit. But if we could do a landing there, let's slow down to speed 3. And our allies are advancing already. What we could probably do is just have you advance in there as well. Speed up the... Oh, they've just brought in the troops. Never mind. Defend. No point in attacking. Although our side is still going to be faster in it. Oh, but they've got the defenders, of course, there. So that's not going to be... So it's our ally. Well, I mean, it's at least slowing them down. Did it actually... No, it's just our vassal doing the stuff that they do. They got 86 defense. That's a lot. I'm hoping that we can at least win them in defense. We've got 60 battalions in there versus their 100. We've got slightly higher defense values, I reckon, at least on average. Let's actually have a look at the average in the front. So we've got 71 average defense, they got 59 offense, so as long as they don't have a massive advantage in numbers, we might win there. Because they probably have better troops in general, so that's going to be some issues. So how long until the fleet? It's another month that we'll have a landing in Pontianak. We can get that, we can force the war goal against them, and then it's just a war of attrition against the British, I guess. We might be able to force them or offer them a white peace eventually. But not yet. Oh, and since our side is still defending, we've got 2 generals defending, so it slows down their advance quite a bit. Oh! Oh, but they got them right, they got... Actually, what do they have in these troops? Skirmish infantry, with presumably... Oh, shrapnel artillery. Handcraft machine guns and field work, so they got pretty good stuff in there for defense. Definitely better than what we have. So going through that is going to be probably not going to happen. But it's interesting that they are now spending most of their troops and efforts fighting me instead of fighting the other war that they're in. They're going to lose that war most likely. Oh, we're losing convoys. Oh, it's the convoys going into Austria. Okay, we could probably stop our exporting of stuff into Austria to stop that shipping. Oh, but we've also got the trade with Germany. So no paper right now is going to mean a lot of bad things. I don't suppose if we could buy some sulfur from somewhere. Actually, we'll probably have to do it through here. So import trade route, sulfur. Well, technically speaking, we... Actually, I'm not entirely sure if the French market would suit or be useful either right now. Do we have any other areas that we could put in interests? Not really. I mean, we could switch our one from northern Germany to be somewhere else. But unlikely that it would succeed. But yeah, no, our vassals' attacks over there are just not going all that well. At least we managed to delay them for a while, and they don't... Oh, yeah, we are taking over the Pontianak. There we go. I suppose what I could do... What is our navy doing right now? It is currently escorting convoys around here, I presume. So that's actually good. We could, technically speaking, raid the convoys in here. Although that's probably going to attract the British fleet here very quickly. Oh, okay, so we got 17 British battalions attacking versus our 19 defenders. Seems like we are winning this, although the losses are fairly even. If we can start singing some of their convoys going into Singapore, and that way drop their morale a little bit, that would be quite nice. Of course, Pontianak is now losing their war support very, very quickly. I don't think I'll be able to take over the port in there, though, but what are we researching in terms of military? We're getting the enlistment officers. Okay. Getting the pre-loading artillery would be quite nice, but that does require a munitions plant to be operational somewhere. Let's go ahead and get a... I'm going to get a chemical plant over here in Mekong. Potentially going to have a lot of farming in there. I suppose could have also be in Tonkin. So the sort of fertilizer is going to be useful. But we'll need to get some way to get some sulfur. Now, to be fair, well... Oh, hold on a minute. Are we actually losing this? We're losing this. Oh, crap. Okay, well, we can send in... Actually, where could we invade? I suppose they got their troops on the front there, so if we do a naval invasion in there, we can potentially take them from behind. Or sort of take them by surprise from the rear. Because their troops are on the front. I mean, technically speaking, they are in this province in here. So I don't know if it's actually going to work, but I think it's definitely worth a try. Because clearly we can't even win them in defense here. We had a good try, but it wasn't... Oh, it's only the borrowed troops now there. How did we lose that badly then? We didn't lose a general. Gold discovered in Victoria. So we're trying to slow them down a little bit. We've got 4 different generals in here defending. Each one of them is slowing down to some degree. But I suppose if we take Singapore and then we just roll them over, unless they bring in more troops into that front. Which is, of course, a possibility. Oh yeah, we're going to lose this. Got depleted in New South Wales. Getting 77 in... Oh, wow. We're getting the Queen in very shortly. That's definitely going to be good news. I think after that, it's time to get some more military techs. just so that we can sort of catch up with a lot of the enemy militaries in here, because we are fighting against a lot of the Europeans at this stage of the game. So at least we're getting the first goal over there. They're still not taking the war goal. Oh, there we go, Quinine completed. Right, so I suppose we could go for the enlistment officers. There's more conscription battalions, although I don't really use the conscription that much. Repeat arrivals would be okay. Well, let's go for the enlistment officers so we can sort of maximize the speed that we get H-Tech. That we do. Right, but we should be able to land in here, presumably. Because I'm pretty sure they got most of their troops on the main front line here. They are going to be pushing us forward, but hopefully we can slow down their advance. Oh. Oh, wow. Singapore is now occupied, right? Yep. So not only did we land in Singapore, but with that victory we took all the front there, and now... Sure. It's a little bit odd, admittedly, but I'll take it. Now we control the war goal, and they'll need to do a landing to us. Unless Pontianak is going to surrender soon enough. If I can take Singapore, that'd be very nice. That would be at least a little bit more land from there. I mean, there's a bit of... Oh, right, there's mines in there already. They got a little bit extra peasants there. They got a tooling workshop. And we got our shipyards. And Pontianak is going to surrender very shortly. The British do not want this peace deal yet, because it's a short duration of war. I guess it's affecting a little bit there. But we're going to have our way in here, and then we have a truce with the British, which means that we can start expanding into, like, Siantang, for example, over here without them impeding us. And probably a lot of other places as well. There we go, that was a good landing then. But now we're losing 30,000. Oh, wow. Well, I suppose the military goods and all that is costing us a lot. Construction costs us also quite a lot, admittedly. Are we getting... Oh, an unrealized tax is 12,000. There's a lot of turmoil in places, so that's causing some other issues. We did reduce the turmoil to some degree, though. At least the effects of turmoil are reduced by 30%. But yeah, we're still losing a lot of cash. Getting some universities. Oh, right, it's a double university in Bangkok to get the mission done. And now, if we go for this one, it's minus 100. It's 41 if we don't press for the war goal. But since we do control it... Oh, German Oceania interest activated. Oh. I wonder if they're trying to go for that colonization there then. I suppose... Oh. Right, is this... The French have taken a lot of land there. Alright. Well, I'm not entirely surprised by that, to be fair. I don't know if they actually start with that, or at least part of that land. Oh, the French are expanding into Ethiopia, or Somaliland, I suppose. But yeah, they're going in here into Galedi. Is there... Who else is on their side? Oh, they got Alsa. Yeah, but it's quite a desperate fight, I'd say. Oh, and the British are fighting against Spanish. Oh, that's where they're fighting the war against Tidor. Alright. They haven't done any landings into China, have they? Nope, they have not. I wonder if the Chinese have sent troops in, though. They might have. So do they still have a lot of... Oh, they do have a lot of loans already. And they've got a bit of turmoil. But yeah, right now it's just a waiting game right now with the war. So we can go for speed 4, I reckon. Langfang is still improving relations. Well, there's Singtang. I mean, technically speaking, if this war takes a long while, what we could do is wait for the infantry to drop low enough, then conquer all of Burma, and after that we can slowly start taking Borneo. Oh, the small arms prices are a little bit high. Okay, well, we could probably increase the arms industry then a little bit. There we go, we've got a level 5 university. That's going to get us the journey entry done. The philosophy department. There we go. It's now done. Philosophy department. So that's 25% throughput, or 3,000 on philosophical pragmatism. Let's see, 1/4 extra from the buildings that we get. So that's already 33 points that we get from universities. So that'd be about 8 points per week extra for 5 years. And that's like 250 something, 260 weeks, roughly speaking. So technically speaking, this is probably still more. But at the same time, this is something that we can put into whatever we need, rather than just one tech. And right now we want to get the enlistment officers done faster. Oh, there we go, 92 innovativeness. How much is the max? 118, okay. Well, it's just from the modifier in there, but yeah, that's pretty good stuff there. And we are going to get them to accept the peace deal sooner or later. They got a lot of loans. The short duration of war is still minus 10. But the war support is dropping, so that is... I mean, how much are they losing? 2.7 per week. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Right, textile mills... oh, right, the paper mill is going to be done soon. And after that war, we should probably... Oh, paper is really bad to show. Oh, treasure machines. Do you have a lot of coal, by chance? And tools. Coal we get... Well, we don't have a massive amount, but it's not too bad. We're going to have to get another tooling workshop, I reckon. That does remind me, though. Well, that's another 4 years, isn't it? And Chiang Mai is also a little bit of time before we can get that into our sphere. Oh, rotary valve engine. Okay. But what we could do is the treasure machines... I mean, is there areas where there's not a lot of people? Like over here. Well, so it's not the plantations. We can't use it there. What about Malaya? Is there any rice farms? There are. So steam-powered treasure machines. There's a bit more coal and tools. A lot less laborers, rather. That would be quite nice. There's a bit more population available, so they can work on other things. Especially like a lead mine would be quite nice. Oh, there we go. Peace treaty with... Oh, right, the puppet. Okay. Netherlands damaging relations. Not surprised by that one. And the British are at -4 for the exceptions for this peace deal. So, oh, there's -1 now. The war isn't short anymore, I suppose, so there's that. Proposed peace deal. And there we go. We got Singapore. Take that, British. You've been kicked out of this place. I mean, they... You know... British Raj still has 2 points in here. Discovered gold in Borneo. Is that... Oh yeah, that is one state there. Alright, well... At least gotten a little bit closer. Money is still a bit tight. Are we all... We're already at max taxation. Okay. So why is costing us so much? I mean, the interest rates are already killing us. If we stop construction, of course, then that's going to be getting a lot better. The chemical plants are probably not that much needed. Did we inherit any... We got this tooling works over here. Let's put in the water tube boiler to reduce the workforce needed. That's going to be a little bit more... Oh, right, and we got the coal mine in here. Put in the transportation to reduce the workforce needed as well. Got a lot of plantations now. And the lead mines, that's probably good enough. I mean, we could technically put in the steam donkey there to reduce the labor need. At the same time, we're going to probably... Oh, right, we did get another lead mine, didn't we? And now that we're no longer at war, let's go ahead and... Oh, we got a lot of bureaucracy available. We're going to do some trade routes. First of all, let's go ahead and get the sulfur import. We could try importing it from the German market. That seems to be the best option. What we're going to do then is we're going to switch the paper production to use the sulfur. For pipe bleaching, it's going to be, well, it's going to be a very expensive sulfur price. Dye price is going to go up a little bit. Paper price is going to plummet. It says the substitution is going to be really bad, but once we start getting the sulfur in large quantities, purchased from the Germans, it's going to be a lot better. Plus, it's going to reduce the amount of paper, or the paper price in general is going to start dropping drastically. And we don't have any... Ooh, hold on. I mean, we don't have enough construction going on right now. How about we put some sort of farm... Let's actually have a look. What is most expensive? There's the fine arts is pretty expensive, so we could build another level for that, for sure. And then... Let's actually have a look at the other areas here. So there's the furniture is a little bit expensive. Is the opium price? Opium is slightly elevated price, but it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get another opium plantation in here regardless. Maybe another silk plantation as well. So that would allow us to get some of the investment pool transfers. It might take a while. Actually, what I suppose I could do is I could already put in the food industry to expand when it's there's room in the production queue, as well as the textile mill over here. And then we'll probably put in the paper mill to upgrade, as well as the furniture manufacturing in there. And over here we can put in the coal and the iron mines to expand. All discovered in Hanover. What's this then? Oh, Langfang is having another revolution. Right, how's our infamy doing? 52. We're still pretty notorious, admittedly. Slowly getting better, at least. Census suffrage does have a decent bit of support now. If we were to go for that one, it might allow us to get some other parties into the mix. I think we will go for that one. It's 32% chance of succeeding. It might anger some of the factions, but it's not going to be too bad, I reckon. And we are about to get the enlistment officers, so that's also very good. And get a bit more arms industries built. We got a little bit peasants in here. We could maybe get another lead mine just in case. And then over here we can build another glasswork. Because over here there's just not enough population. And then over here we're getting more mines. I mean, well, how's the coal price? It's not too bad. Iron price isn't too bad either. The steel mill, oh yeah, we're going to make sure that that can expand as well, automatically. So we've got a decent bit of things in here. And while things get construction, slowly but surely they'll start expanding them on there. But we've got 32 million GDP right now. So it's still not massive, admittedly, but it's getting better. I think what... Oh, enlistment office is done. Excellent. Let's go for the breech-loading artillery, I think. Or repeaters. One or the other. I think the artillery will be more useful for us right now. But as soon as we get into Brunei, we can get as a sulfur. Or, I suppose we are colonizing over here rather quickly, aren't we? We can declare neutrality on that one. We can see Okutai is improving relations. Okay, yeah, it's still taking a while with the expansion, but it's notably less than what it used to be. And the malaria is still causing some issues, I suppose. I'm still losing £8,000 per week as well, so well, we were getting the... Oh, tooling workshop is about to be completed. Right, so that should reduce the price there. We're getting some investment pool transfers now for the opium and the silk plantations. We're going to get the textile mill upgrade and some classworks and all that. So I think right now we are starting to get to the point where we're starting to make more money, and eventually we can drop down the taxes. It does mean that until then we'll have quite a bit of radicals, admittedly, and the legitimacy isn't initially the best against the odds. We can probably get... I thought having a bit more radicals. I don't necessarily want to lose too much of the popularity or approval from the various factions. Or interest groups, so we'll just keep it as is, mostly. Do we have a port in here? We do. It's of course not using the clippers. Oh, we got a gold field. Let's get some gold mines up here, actually. Not going to take too long. Oh, right. Rice farms, let's start using... Basically just making these use as little workforce elsewhere as possible. We can put the steam donkey here. For the logging camp. And the plantations can start using the transportation... Just means that we probably need a bit more railways at somewhere. And is that one... Oh, intensive grazing? Sure. A bit more fertilizer. Not that we have a particularly high fertilizer price, but that's fine. But there we go. That frees up a little bit of workforce, hopefully. And the gold mines is going to be very important. Now, if we take Sintang, is this part of... which state is that, actually? That's West Borneo. That's where we are already. So if we were to do a war against them... But at the same time, right now, it's probably better for us to just do Burma War first. So we'll have that. We can start sort of getting that area fixed. And add that into our... Well, slowly start adding in more lands into our... Oh, right. We don't have administration buildings. Oh, Germany's improving relations. Oh, that's good. Right. So how much do we have tax inefficiency somewhere? Annam and Mekong. Let's put one more administration center on both of these. Or government administration. On both of those. We've got a lot of influence available. Let's have a look at who could we perhaps improve relations with. China, I don't think I want to. Pretty sure I could improve relations for the time being. And maybe the Dutch East Indies? Probably not going to go all that well, but do a little bit of improving relations with both of them. Losing £25,000 per week. I mean, we're not getting anything from the investment pool right now, I suppose. Let's go ahead and improve our... Actually, is there market access problems in a way? No, not really. Economy is a little bit unhealthy, though. Remember ideology penalty, 10%, so that actually reduces a little bit. Authority is now reduced, though, so we're probably going to have to drop one of the taxes or something. Oh, tea taxes. Oh, wow. Did we have anything that is worth 200? I mean, there is the consumption tax, but that is just worth so much money. Let's remove that one for the time being, although I suppose we could reduce some of the... decrease instead right now. So what decrease we got? We got the... Yeah, we can probably reduce the resource industry in there. We'll probably should have still plenty of stuff there. Now we can reinstitute the tea tax, I suppose. So that's a little bit better in terms of money. And then we should have almost... oh, Free Trade Party has been formed. Oh. Did the... Okay, the Conservative Party is still fairly large. Free Trade Party and Liberal Party are not going to be sufficient, but we might be able to combine one of these into the government, one way or another. I'm not entirely sure which one it's going to be, but hopefully we can slowly remove the Conservative Party from... Oh, right, so declare interest. Where should we put one? Oh, right, we don't need to have one in Indonesia now. We can put one in South China, so we're going to start fighting against the Chinese. Or we could put in another one in... Maybe not Ethiopia. Actually, Arabia could have some sulfur for a cheap price as well. And there's, of course, oh, hold on a minute. If we put one into Benelux, or the Rhine, then we can start trading with the Dutch. Because these are part of the Dutch market. We can't trade with them right now. But they should have, well, at least in theory, they should have a lot of sulfur mines. And the question is, of course, they have built some. They got sulfur for sale in there, but not for a high price. So that would be an easy way for us to get more sulfur. Of course, we got a little bit extra bureaucracy. Do we have... how much would it cost to incorporate this? 160, almost 170. We got a little bit extra government administration underway. And Chiang Mai, can I do a war against you yet? No, not yet. We got still cordial relations. Well, that's going to drop soon, so almost there. Oh yes, momentum for the Free Trade Party. Yes, please. If we can get them to be in the government, together with the Conservative Party, for example, if nothing else, then that would potentially allow us to start passing some laws again. Not necessarily very quickly, mind you, but little by little. So are we getting the breach loading? Oh, hold on. Oh, it's getting more naval tactics in. I mean, sure enough, improving our navy would be quite useful. We've got a total of 100 battalions total, or exactly 100 battalions total now. And we've got only... oh, hold on a minute. We've only got 60 in armies right now. Okay, let's get another general. Cautious. So less morale loss, recovery rate. Command limit is going to be reduced, so maybe not that one. Persistent. Morale loss. Minus 15%. That's not too bad. Supply consumption minus 10%. And a bandit, so morale damage is increased. I'm going to take that one in. And I might even go ahead and promote one of these. So I think 3 armies is, generally speaking, enough. It's not always enough, but quite often it is enough. So one of these... oh wow, that's level 1. It's got expert defensive strategies, expert of... okay, you are going to get promotion, sir. I'm about to get some more close production. Or textile mill is about to be upgraded in here, so... there is still the mechanized loom that we could add in. Seems like it would actually be making money at this stage. But there is a lot of pops in here, in this state still. How's the steel production? It's still level 1. It's going to get an upgrade soon. It's already underway. We got some gold mines underway. We got some government administration. We don't have that many things underway, though. Let's have a look at the prices. So fine art prices, we did increase the production of them. Put another one, I suppose. And then what else are we missing? Steel, furniture. Suppose we could put in another furniture manufacturer as well. There we go, so that's going to keep the construction going. We've got a decent bit of construction going right now. We're still losing money, though. And it's not looking good. And I'm pretty sure that we can't really pass the law to increase the taxation. Oh, right, we need to have a lot more bureaucracy to increase the health system. Increase our pop growth. That might be a problem. But we're going to get some gold mines soon, so that's going to increase our minting income. I mean, right now we're getting 21,000 minting, of which 550 is from the gold fields in Pontianak. Oh, right, so it's... oh, there's probably some sort of increase in there, throughput-wise. Oh, colonial exploitation. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why we're getting 550 instead of 500. They don't need any tools or anything like that. It does use a bit of infrastructure, though, but the gold mines will use... I suppose we could put in the pumps in there already. So we can see that it's going to be producing a lot of gold. Not going to use any explosives yet, because we don't have any. Right, so I think we are about ready to do the war against Burma. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode, because we are out of time for this one. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.